Welcome back to Bite-Sized AI. We're doing a quick follow-up episode because things with Anthropic's new model moved extremely fast. Randy, you asked to come back on for an update on Fable. Let's hear what you want to update us on.
Thanks, Michael. The story is still developing. Anthropic released Claude Fable 5 on June 9th, and by the evening of June 12th, just 3 days later, they were forced to shut it down globally.
Let's start at the beginning. You mentioned a U.S. ban on foreign users.
Correct. Late on June 12th, the U.S. Commerce Department issued an emergency export control order. It banned all foreign nationals anywhere in the world from accessing Fable 5 or its sister model Mythos 5. Because Anthropic couldn't instantly verify citizenship for every user, the only way to comply was to pull the models offline for everyone, including U.S. users.
Why such a heavy response? Was there a specific trigger?
Yes, a major partner, widely believed to be Amazon, demonstrated a jailbreak that could bypass Fable 5's safeguards. Anthropic described it as narrow and non-universal, but the government saw the risk as too high, especially because Fable 5 has very strong offensive cybersecurity capabilities.
And the China angle? You've talked before about distillation risks.
Exactly. One of the biggest fears is that a foreign actor, particularly China-linked groups, could use this jailbreak to distill Fable 5. That means using thousands of queries to extract the model's capabilities and train a cheaper copy. Anthropic has already caught Chinese labs doing this with earlier Claude models using tens of thousands of fake accounts. The U.S. government clearly didn't want to take that chance with a frontier model.
So how did Anthropic actually decide to shut it down?
They received the directive around 5:21 p.m. ET on June 12th with a very short compliance window. Anthropic publicly disagreed with the government's assessment and said the jailbreak wasn't as dangerous as claimed, but they still complied immediately. They basically had no practical choice.
Looking ahead, what does this mean for powerful models in the future?
This is a big moment. We're going to see more export controls, stricter trusted user tiers, and probably slower release cycles for the absolute frontier models. Labs might start holding back their strongest versions for government-approved partners only. On the brighter side, there's growing excitement around fusion approaches, hybrid systems that combine multiple specialized models or architectures. Early benchmarks show these fusion models can match or beat single giant models while being much easier to control and align. If pure scaling keeps running into these regulatory walls, fusion might become the dominant path forward.
So the ship fast, ask forgiveness later era at the very top end might be over?
At least in the current regulatory environment, yes. It's forcing the whole industry to get more deliberate about safety and national security.
Great update, Randy. Thanks for jumping back on so quickly. Listeners, what do you think? Was the government right to step in, or was this overreach? Drop your comments below. We'll keep following this story as it develops.